Hello, my favorite traders. Today is Thursday, August 11th, and we are back in the saddle again. I am feeling so much better than I was the other day. Here I am in ES. I've been watching ES since about 6 o'clock this morning, and I saw we had this crazy, insane run up to 42.47, and then we promptly failed as quickly as we ran up. So I was then attempting a long entry at 42.38 at around 7:38 in the morning, pre-market, to see if we could get back up to at least 42.42 or 42.43, and I would play a quick 5-point move up. But what happened was I set my stop too tight because I was getting back on the saddle. I was a little bit gun shy from my losses for the past 2 days, 2 days prior. So I set my stop too tight, which did not allow me to capitalize on that quick little move I was stalking. So ultimately I got stopped out of that trade for a net $25 loss. And what's happening here is you're seeing me get stopped out of my entry at 8:40. My entry was, I was watching ES run up again, and I wanted to see if we could get back to that 42.47. So I was up in profit. I did not move my stop to break even, which caused me to get stopped out for a $450 loss at this point. So I'm down about, I think, 475. So now I'm back in ES for my second attempt to get a little piece of this move here. So it's about 8:45, and I am long in the trade. I've bought 2 contracts at this point because I want to see if the trade is going to work with me before I buy another one. So I bought my 3rd contract here. Right now I'm pretty much at break even on this trade. I haven't moved my stop yet, only because I want the trade to go at least a couple dollars in my favor, a couple of points before I move it. Just because I'm looking at the momentum, I'm looking at everything, and I am just watching what's happening. So right now we're about a 0.50, 0.75 in my favor, 2 points in my favor. I'm realizing, oh crap, let me move my stop because the stop needs to go to break even like right now. So I move it to break even, and I am up 3.5 points in this trade. I am kind of waiting and watching to see what it's going to do. And setting your stops is always, it's always a fine point where to set your stops. You want to set your stops wide enough, but then you don't want to set them too wide that you destroy your account in an instant. So I am moving forward, erring on the side of caution, where I will set my stops pretty much underneath the entry bar. And once the trade starts moving 1.5 in my favor, then I'm going to move it to break even. And I don't move my stop from break even at that point because ES has been swinging so wildly that it's really hard to know where it's going to go. So your best bet is to keep your stop at break even once your trade is working for you. And as you can see here, I was up 4.5 points almost. Now I'm back down to 2.5 points. I'm watching this hammer candle that looks like it has strength to push up, and I am waiting to see what happens. And now ES has hit 42.50. My target is 42.47. I'm up about 5 points in the trade, and I just want you to watch and see kind of what ES does in this few last moments of this trade, because it's pretty wild how ES just swings. It's crazy, because at this point I'm kind of like questioning myself. Oh shit, did I screw up? Should I have taken the 5 points and not held to my target? Because now we're coming back down and it's down to 2.5 points. Now it's back up to 3.25, 3.5. It's just swinging so much. Look at it. It went all the way down to 0.75, which was kind of crazy. Now it's coming back up. That candle is getting bought up nicely, so it's giving me a little bit more confidence in my trade. And I have been in this trade since 8:45 a.m. and now it's coming back up, and we are getting close. We're up 5 points in the trade, and now I'm just kind of waiting and debating what to do, and all of a sudden my target's hit and I'm out. So this trade lasted a total of 15 minutes, and I wanted to go over my earlier entry. My earlier entry, I had set my stop too tight. That didn't give my trade enough room to breathe, or it would have worked out for me. So you can see here on my recap, I have a net loss of 475, but altogether my profit in my trades that worked out for me. And I did a tiny baby little short position at around 938, because I saw, if you see the channel that I've drawn towards the right of the chart where we're kind of breaking down. So I'm watching as ES is going up, then I'm watching it. We form an ascending wedge, we take a sharp nosedive down, and I'm thinking that, okay, if we get back under that 42.52 level, we're going to have a little bit more downside, right? So I entered, but then I got a little too skittish too quickly, and I took like a 1.5 point profit, which ended up netting me $637.50 for the day. Give your trades room, let your ideas work. Don't be so afraid, like I was today, about losing profit that you miss out on profit, because had I stayed in that trade, I would have netted another 10 points on that short. As you can see, I was eyeing at 10:03, keeping an eye on the 42.42 level. If we break below that, more downside. And then at 10:17, that level was broken, and I would have made a nice 10-point short. So always trust yourself, trust your analysis. And, you know, Mark Douglas says technical analysis is like a coin flip. You can be right, you can be wrong. But if you're right, you want it to pay off. So always, like, just give yourself a minute to see if the trade's going to work in your favor, right? Had I done that, I would have had a banger day today, but I am not going to complain. I'm going to take my lovely profit and I'm going to go about my day. I wanted to show you this really quickly. So what I've done for myself to kind of keep track of all of my record keeping and everything is I've created my own private Discord. And it's just basically me tracking what's going on with the trades that I'm following, things that I'm learning. I put in my weekly performance in here. I keep track of my emotions, my risk management. I have my own little pre-market game plan for myself. You know, what's the plan for this morning? What am I going to do? And then I have all of my references, right? Like my charts, my checklists, any questions I have. And this is just my private Discord. Nobody's in here. It is for me to keep track of my trades, my journaling, my record keeping, and everything that I want to track in my trading journey. So I suggest if you want a good way to have a central place to track everything, create your own private Discord and keep track of your thoughts as the day goes on, and track everything in there. So that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that if you've had a couple of setbacks in your trading journey, you get back on that horse, you keep going, because on the other side of the darkness is your tunnel of diamonds. So have a great day. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.